Good morning, everyone. Today I show you how to advance using cruise control. Because cruise control, a lot of people they scared using cruise control because like they so used to with the old car. Like old car, the cruise control is only set the speed limit. That's it. But the new cruise control, you can set the distance and you can adjust the speed, and it have auto brake, so it's very useful. But a lot of people are still scared to use it. Even when I have my old car, I have cruise control, but I never use it because I'm scared. But the new cruise control is very smart and it's very useful. So today I'm gonna go through how to use it and how I use it actually. So cruise control have these three buttons mainly. So this button you turn on cruise control. You turn on cruise control mode. It doesn't mean that you activate or deactivate cruise control. So this is to turn on and turn off cruise control. And this button is the one that you use mostly. So this one you can use to activate cruise control or reactivate cruise control. Yep, this the button, not this button. This button just to turn on. So this one again, reactivate is you push up, and when you step on the brake, the cruise control automatically turn off. So automatically it's not turn off, automatically deactivated. So you have to reactivate it by press the button again to reactivate cruise control. But don't use it on just like small road like this. It's better use it on highway. Okay, I'm about to get on a highway right now. So the first thing I do is I'm gonna turn on the cruise control first. Turn on, it doesn't mean that it's activated yet. So I turn it on first, and then I'm gonna increase the speed. I'm gonna increase the speed to let's say to 40 miles per hour. All right, there you go. I increase the speed now, and then I'm gonna press this button up. I press it up, it will set. There you go. So when you press the button, when you push the button up, is set up the speed that is set up to the current speed. So I increase the speed to 40 mile per hour, and then I press the button. So now the set speed limit is 40 mile per hour, right? Right. Let me go to the exit. The exit is right here. So when you go into this exit, try to turn it off, or you don't have to. When you step on the brake, it's automatically deactivate the cruise control. Yeah, because when you turn, the sensor is kind of off, because when you turn it doesn't scan the car in front of your car, so the car will accelerate like crazy. So that's when you go into this turn like this, try to deactivate the cruise control, or you can just step on the brake, and it will temporarily deactivate the cruise control. So let's say I will step on the brake and turn on this road, right? And the cruise control already temporarily deactivated. So now I go back to the highway again. I'm gonna show you how to reactivate the cruise control. So when you're on a highway right now, because you already set the speed limit before 40, you can just press on this button, the resume button. Then it's go back to cruise control again. So now I'm on the cruise control mode, and my set limit is 50 miles per hour. And if I want to change the lane, I just signal and change the lane. Because when you change the lane, you increase the speed, right? You step on the gas, you step on the gas to pass the car or to change the lane, it's fine. The cruise control is still there. It doesn't activate it. It's only deactivated when you step on the brake. Let's say I'm on a cruise control and I said it's only 50 miles, but I want to go to 60 miles. So now I run a little faster, right? Accelerating the car. And when I step on the gas, the cruise control is still there. The thing is, when you step on the gas, right? Let's say you set speed limit to 50, but you step on the gas and increase accelerate to 60 miles per hour. When you release the gas, the cruise control activate the brake again, so it's automatically brake. Let's say my set limit to 50 miles, but now I'm increased. So this car passed me. Yeah. So I have to brake. When I step on the brake, when I set the brake, the cruise control is deactivated, temporary. I have to reactivate it again by pressing this button. Yeah, so I just pressing that button. Let's go back to my speed right now. The cruise control is very useful. You have the distance, you have the speed set. You can increase or reduce speed by this button and set the distance by this button. So when on the highway, I usually increase the maximum distance. And if it have traffic, I reduce the distance, because when the traffic, we can keep the distance too far. If you keep the distance too far, people will pass you. Yeah, so that's why, like, when I'm on highway, I set the maximum distance is as far as possible. But if it traffic, then I just set the minimum speed limit so we can when the car slow down, we can go closer to that car without let anyone take advantage of that area in between and they pass you. Yeah. So now I'm about to go to the exit. So when I'm about to go to the exit, I try to step on the brake to deactivate the cruise control. So yes, now I go to the exit. Be careful, don't try not to use cruise control when you exit, when you go to the exit. It's very dangerous because a lot of exits have a curve, and usually the car detect the moving object like car to activate the brake. But when you go to the curve, it doesn't detect any car in front of your car, so it just increase to the set speed limit, and it's very dangerous. That's why, when you go to the exit, try to step on the brake to temporarily deactivate the cruise control. Yeah, so now I'm in here. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here and talk to you a little bit. Again, this button to turn on the cruise control, right? This button to turn on the cruise control. This button to decrease and increase and decrease the distance between cars. So when you're on a highway and try to increase the maximum distance between cars. If it's traffic, try to reduce the distance. So to reduce the distance between cars, so people won't pass you. And if you step on the brake, to go to the exit, the cruise control will deactivate it temporarily. You're gonna press this button one time to reactivate. Press the button one time to reactivate cruise control. And only when you step on the brake, the cruise control is deactivated, not on the gas. So when you step on the gas to pass, when you step on the gas, when you step on the gas to pass car or to increase the speeds, right? So the temporary, the cruise control will temporarily deactivate when your foot on the gas pedal. When you release your foot from the gas pedal, it automatically go back to cruise control without reactivate. That's the different thing. Yes. So once again, so when you step on the brake, right, the car will deactivate cruise control, and you need to reactivate it by pressing this button one time. However, when you step on the gas to pass the car, let's say you set 50-mile limit, right? But you want to pass that car, you will increase to 60 miles per hour. So when you increase, when your foot on the gas pedal and you accelerate to 60 miles per hour, the cruise control will temporarily deactivate it. However, it will go back automatically when you release your foot off the pedal. Let's say you step on to increase the 60 mile, and then you release your foot. You don't step on the gas again, and you don't step on the gas anymore. Then it's automatically go back. The cruise control automatically deactivated for you without pressing this button. The only thing when you press the button is step on the brake.